Hey Audi troubleshooters, today I'm diagnosing a boost leak. I have 1 pound of boost. Car feels very, very slow. I'm looking for a fix. Supposedly I read online that these cars are, or actually some of the forum members at Audi Design told me that these cars are known for the wastegate flap inside the turbo manifold going bad. That's in here. And you can see when you pull this airbox out, you get a ton of room. I was actually able to get all 3 of the cat bolts out with just this. That's a 17mm socket right there. But this wrench right here, I was able to just, finagle it any way that I needed to. And I soaked those bolts in Faster. It's called Faster. It's like a PB blaster type thing. This stuff works awesome. It's the best stuff I've ever used. I've used everything else. I used this one time, and it worked so well, it's all that I'll ever use. First time I ever used it, it worked a miracle for me. So anyways, I got those 3 bolts out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the cat off and see what's going on in there. But what I've also done is I figured I would check to see if the wastegate itself was bad. So what I've done is I got the compressor hooked up to about 20 psi. Just put a little attachment on the end of there. So if I'm going to pump some air through, and as you can see, the shaft on the wastegate is working, and I can hear clicking, and down in there I can actually see the lever. So I don't know if it's the lever that's making noise or if it's the flapper on the inside. I'm hoping that's the sound of the flapper opening and closing, but I can't really be sure this way. But what that does tell me is that the spring inside of the wastegate diaphragm is working. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this off and take a look in there and see if that flapper is broken, or hopefully what the problem is. I'm hoping that this catalytic converter is just really clogged up, and that way I can just take a pipe and beat the guts out of it, and that'll help me. I mean, I don't want to do that. I like the quietness and the cleanliness that I get with the cat being intact, but if I have to, that would be the cheapest fix. Obviously, all I'd have to do is replace this gasket, and the gasket down there probably cost me $6 altogether. So I'll check back in with what I find. I'm going to pop this off really quick. The downpipe is off, and I can feel that it's broken. I can feel steel, like a serrated edge, like it's broken. I'm going to try to press on this. Yeah, I can feel it. It's opening, but it's totally wide open. The flapper is broken. The top half of the flapper, no, it's just totally gone. There's a hole that's just wide open. God dang it. What a garbage design. I've never heard of a flapper breaking off inside of a turbo manifold, exhaust wheel housing, whatever you want to call it. Let me see. Yeah, I can stick my finger all the way into the hole. That really sucks. So it looks like I'm going to have to, let me think here. I wonder if I remove these 3 bolts, if that just breaks this loose. If that's the case, that won't be so bad. I can loosen these 3 connections. This is oil, this is coolant. That's either a coolant or an oil return. And there should be another return. Oh, this it right here on the side. Is it? I'm not sure. I guess I'll figure it out as I go along, but that really sucks. This has got to be replaced. That blows. But at least it looks like it's pretty simple, straightforward job. The front's not going to have to come off. The exhaust manifold probably not going to be in the way.
This bolt's the only one that's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get out, but I can turn it with a wrench by hand. And then I got a ratcheting wrench I can put on there. And then these two come right out. I can actually put the impact on these, and these are all the threads are all cleaned up. This one's got a brand new helicoil, so these were just out the other day, so they should go back in they should come out and go back in really easily. And it sucks. I'm really ticked off about this. Not because of the work, but because it's more money I got to spend. I didn't want to spend any more money. It's a box of all the crap I've had to buy. It's like $400 worth of stuff from ECS, pump for the transmission fluid. So, I guess that's the next project.